Hi everyone, it's Monday. Welcome back to Monday Medz. I hope you had a great weekend and not as sad and somber as mine was. For those of you who know, I lost some family members, my aunt and a church sister, along with another family member, and it's just been a challenging weekend, and even today was challenging, going to the funeral service, laying our sister to rest, and yeah, it's just been challenging. But you know what? We have the breath of life, and so we have to give God thanks for that, right? So welcome back to Monday Medz. For those of you who are joining us or joining for the first time, welcome. Yes, this is Monday Medz and not Ganja Medz. Nixon, I remember your comments when I told you about Monday Medz. So yes, welcome. And today we're gonna be talking about air, and it's very windy out here. It's been a very hot day here in Massachusetts, but it's really good air. It's a little humid, of course, as this time of year in Boston is humid. Anyhow, I hope you've checked out my previous links or my previous videos: N.E.W.S.T.A.R.T, nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance. Last week was temperance. I hope you checked that out. I know it was a little lengthy. I'm hoping that this video will not be as lengthy as last week, but we had a lot to cover last week. We do have a great bit to cover, or a lot to cover today. However, I will not make this video as long as last week, I promise. So yes, if you haven't thumbs up my videos, if you like them, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel, and do share with your family and your friends. So what is air? I'm actually outside, and I'm getting some good fresh air. And so air is actually pure air is 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen, and 1% of argon or carbon and carbon dioxide, along with other gases. So that's what pure air really is, the chemical makeup of air. And so this this week we're focusing on air, pure air. And one of the things I want to encourage us is that we will check our breathing. And I will give you a way you can check your breathing in a bit. I want to tell you the best time to get air is early mornings, before the motor vehicles start running, and giving out a lot of carbon dioxide. Before everybody gets up, really, that's the best time to get your fresh air outside. And so yes, if you can get up and you take deep breaths, and yes, you inhale, or you inhale through your nostrils and exhale through your mouth. That's the best way to breathe, actually. So how do you know how you're breathing? You want to put one hand on your chest and the other hand on your stomach. I can't do both because I'm actually doing my own video today. But yes, you want to check which you're going to breathe. And listen, guys, I learned that we take about 12 to 20, normally about 12 to 20 breaths each minute. Yes, about 20 breaths, and they call it your respiratory rate. And so I did some calculations. If I do 20 breaths, so you put your hand there on your chest and one hand on your belly, and you're gonna see which one goes more, which one moves more. And the one that moves more is actually where you're breathing from. And they say hopefully it is from your belly. Hopefully your belly is the one that moving more than your chest, because you really should be breathing from your belly. That shows that, because remember, our lungs are right down there in our lower, closer to our stomach, right? And so that's how you can check to see how your breathing is. And when you're breathing, you want to sit up straight. You always want to have a good posture. Unless you're laying down, that will help your lungs to breathe and work properly. And so The best time, as I said, is for us to have morning air, the best time of the day. And where is a good place to go for good oxygen? Around water, around plants, around trees, around flowing rivers. That's the best place to get good oxygen. And so one of the things I learned from my training, or friends who came from New York, they did our expo, and that's Ansel Small. He and his wife, they came and they did an expo, and they taught us about some plants that clean the air, and they're called ear cleaning plants. And some of them I'll highlight right now in our video is the Boston fern. The Boston fern is one such plant. There's also English ivy that I've been trying to find for myself too. Haven't gotten it yet. And also peace lily. And there's also aloe vera. As many of us know aloe vera, this is actually our plant that I borrowed from home. And yes, the aloe vera is a great plant to clean or homes. And these plants help to keep our atmosphere clean in or air clean in our houses. It cleans the carpets. Some of these plants clean carpets. I should not forget this. This is one that I got. It's called Crispy Wave, and it also cleans the air. That's how it looks, Crispy Wave. And so it cleans. Some of us use a lot of toxic household cleaning products. Yes, be careful of the bleach and all those sprays with all those toxic stuff. Remember last week I talked about checking your ingredients labels for some of those ingredients that are harmful for the body. And I did do a list in the description section last week. I will also give a list of things that I may not cover and links that I may not cover in this video on the description section of the page. One thing I want to mention, we can use to clean our houses, we can use eucalyptus oil. This is actually the drinkable one. You can drink this one, and I'll show you how you can. I'll give a recipe later how you can use peppermint oil. Yes, peppermint oil. These are the drinkable ones. But to clean your house, definitely use the essence, because you don't want to use the essence you don't want to use the one that you should drink to clean your house, really, because you want to use that inside, right? And so those are two that I'll share with you that you can use to clean your houses. You can boil lemon, lemon in water, and then put a few drops of and here comes a train. Put a few drops of peppermint or eucalyptus oil in a spray bottle. I do that now and use it to spray my car, to spray, our apartment. And yes, it's a great way to clean your air without using all those toxic stuff. All right, so as we talk about ear cleaning and all of that, I'm going to show you one of the things that we use. This is actually the N.E.W.S.T.A.R.T air purifier. Many people know of air filters, air purifier. This one says it takes out 99% of air pollution, and so that's one. I'll share the link on how you can get that one, or if you want to check out online others that you may be interested in. This has a filter that you have to change about every 3 months or so. And one of the things, as I talk about cleaning the air, is sometimes we use AC. AC is not really all that great, but definitely you want to make sure that when you turn it on, at first you want to open your windows up. Even with the AC, your car AC, you want to open your windows up so it lets you get some fresh air in. That first air that come out of the AC, you want to definitely get some fresh air in, and then you can run your AC. And one of the benefits of good air is good air is actually it helps your immune system, it helps you to sleep, it helps blood pressure, it helps your blood to circulate around your body. As you know, our blood needs oxygen, so we get oxygen when we breathe. Remember that, and it aids in digestion. and of course it decreased the risk of cancer. So what the opposite to that, bad or poor air gives migraines. Yes, studies shows that poor air gives migraine, headaches, dizziness. So if you feel dizzy, just go outside for some fresh air. You may find that that really help you a lot. And yeah, it can cause insomnia, it can cause anxiety, breathing problems. Many people have asthma. I will share some recipes in the link, my description area in this video of asthma, and even some people have allergies. I'll share some recipes from our book that we shared, the book we shared last time. It's called God's Farmacy. Remember, I shared that in a video previous to this. And as I talk about this, I'm going to talk about bad air. And one of the places or ways we get bad air is from smoking. And I'm very, for those who I meet, they know that I really hate people smoking around me. And I'm going to challenge you, if your spouse or your children or your partner or whoever smoke around you, run from them, because studies have shown that more people die from second-hand smoking. A lot of people die from second-hand smoking than actually people who smoke. So definitely, and I'm going to share something on how you can, yes, you can stop smoking. I'll share this in how you can get this in the description section of this video. And so smoking is one of those bad addiction. Well, there's no really good addiction, but smoking is one terrible addiction. It holds people, bounds them. And yes, God wants us to be free. He wants us to be free, that we can serve him and not to be bounded by these chemicals and stuff. And many people talk about marijuana, as I talked about ganja earlier. Many people talk about marijuana and that it is good. It has some good properties in it. Of course, that's why they use it to make they talk about medical marijuana. But you talk about the smoking it, you know what I mean? Smoking it is very harmful to the body. And my theory about smoking is that people who smoke, remember this, people who smoke, it's a very selfish act. You don't think about people who are around you, you just think about yourself. And that's basically addiction. Addiction is a selfish act or a selfish thing. And one of the things I'm going to encourage you and challenge you if you smoke is that you can try this quit this stop smoking urge. It's a recipe that I got from the book God's Farmacy. I'll also share a link of a video that they also Meat Ministry also had created. You can actually use peppermint oil, about 3 drops or so. You can use honey, about probably a cup or half a cup. I'll share the recipe. I don't remember exactly the whole thing, but peppermint oil, honey, and lemon juice, and it will help you. You just take a spoon of it each time you feel the urge to smoke. All right. As we wrap up, one of the things I want to make sure I mention as we talk about air is that we have to make sure that our skin breathes. And many ladies, I know many of us like to wear those skinny jeans. I'm going to encourage us to definitely rethink. We should give our bodies time, space to breathe. You want to wear clothes that are comfortable. You want to wear clothes that will breathe, let your skin breathe. So definitely you want to stay away from the skinny jeans and all those tight clothing. For those women who like to wear corsets, you definitely are harming your body when you do that, and you're not allowing your lungs or your organs in your body to breathe and to function properly. And so that's one thing I want to challenge us as we talk about air this week. And also, high heels. I'm going to share a video on high heels, ladies. Those 6 inches, they're definitely killing your body. Yes, they're causing a lot of back pains. They're causing your spinal cord to shrink. Yes, studies have shown where women who wear high heels have a lot of problems with their lower back. Yes, so definitely think about that. You want to wear heels, but yeah, wear something that is lower. Maybe, 2 inches the most, but the 6 inches, and then you wear them and then you have to take them off. and go barefooted. Like, what's the purpose of buying a shoes if you can't wear them all the way through, right? So that's one of the things I'm going to challenge you to, ladies, and even men. I know men are wearing skinny jeans these days and tight clothing up top, and even the necktie guys. You want to make sure that you wear the proper size shirt. Those dress shirt, make sure they're your proper size. And also, necktie, don't do it so tight. You want to make sure that you're comfy and you're not, cutting off the circulation of your blood. And one thing too, also, ladies, we got to try to cover up. I'm not saying you should wear long clothing every day or wear long clothing generally. You want to dress modestly, yes. At the same time, you want to cover your body and dress for the occasion, dress for the climate that you're in. You definitely want to make sure your skin breathe. And yes, I'm gonna wrap up right now. And as we talk about, I did mention that I had family who died and friends who died. And one of the things that, as the Bible talks about it, that God breathed the breath of life into man's nostril and he became a living soul. So without air, what are we? We are dead, right? And so one of the things I want to ask you today, are you ready to die? Are you ready to die? Are you ready for the breath of life to leave your body? Because if the answer to that question is no, I'm going to challenge you today that you take stock of your life and ask God to help you that you'll be ready to die. So if that time when your time comes, not if, but when that time comes, that you'll be ready. I don't want to leave on a sad note today. However, just remember that we are living beings and we should take fresh air, breathe deep, clean air each and every day, because remember, that's what we need to live. And so if we don't have good and clean air, we won't have good health. And so I leave this with you and I challenge you to get up earlier and take some clean air, fresh air this week. And I pray God's blessings upon you and your family. Have a wonderful week. And remember, God loves you.